you really hit this group last year and ran with the expectations this season. How did you personally and then as a group take the next step forward?
Just being consistent. That's one thing we preach, and that's one thing Coach Oates preaches to me about, like, just my play style, just being consistent in everything I do, and also being a leader. I'm a fifth-year guy. I've been playing college for a minute, and then also I played in the Final Four run. So just being consistent and being a leader, and then for the team, just building each and every day. We have like days in and out. We go at each other every day. Just being consistent with that too, because we have a lot of group of guys that are really good. We hear the talk. We don't really feed much into it. We understand that we have a goal for ourselves, and that's to win a national championship. But each day, we just try to win off of that.
Your second year now, what have you learned since day one?
I learned how to, like, really take care of my body, really take care of what needs to be done, and the factors how to win games, because it's little margins in this area where everybody's good. Everybody has talent on their teams, but it's the little things that get games in our favor, and different possessions. Each possession matters, and if we lose a possession, that can mean a game for us. So just understanding the little things.
So we saw both Baron Philon and Aiden Holloway perform particularly well in scrimmage last Friday. What have you seen from those two so far? How can you feel that they get back in the section of the season?
Yeah, Aiden has brought a lot of energy, and same as LeBaron. I really look at them two as guys that can really have really good production off the bench, or whatever they come off with. Coach Oates starts the lineups or whatever, but that doesn't really matter. But really what matters is their energy that they come in and bring each and every day. They push me a mark every day. Like, they have great ability to shoot, to defend, to guard, and they love the game. So we're in there playing ones, us four guards every day, and I mean, it's just been fun since they came here.
Latrell, what's it going to be like having this many guards, and what's the rotation going to kind of look like, and what has Oates talked about when it comes to how many guys you'll have that can play at those spots?
He's talked about it a lot. I mean, we understand that it might not be the same amount of minutes we want, but we understand that we have to play hard for the increments we're in. So he also talks about how, like, we get 4-minute increments, and if we're not playing hard in those 4-minute increments, they'll decrease. But if we are, and we have like a lot of statistical guys that show our production with the minutes we play, and so if those aren't really productive, he'll lower the minutes. But I mean, I think it has to play out. We know that we have a lot of talented guys. It just does it fit for our system, and is it really helping win games? So that's what we're doing right now.
How has it been, like, sharing the backcourt with 4 players that weren't on the team last year?
I mean, it's fun. Get a different look at different guys and different play styles, and just understanding what they like and understanding to play with them, because they have to play with us as well. So being able to play with them and just see what they like to do best and see what they have in common with us, and also things that help us get the edge. And it also pushes us because it's a loaded crowd, so that means we have to step up our game as well, because minutes aren't guaranteed, like I said. And Coach Oates, I mean, obviously we don't play 11 guys, so the minutes are definitely going to be tight, but I mean, just competing every day in practice, that's what makes it real fun.
Latrell, talk about Brian Adams coming in. What's he brought to the defensive end of the floor for you guys?
Super intense. That's one thing that he's changed with us. Like, normally we're looked at as like just fast-paced offense or whatever, and I mean, like, it's hard to guard our offense the way we play, but just guarding our offense every day and the way he's coaching it, he doesn't look at it as an offensive school. He's trying to look at it as a defensive school, and just switch our mindset of it's not about scoring, it's about getting stops and winning. And like, it's really changed the way we practice. We don't go days without doing 40 minutes of defense. We changed the way we practice a little bit, just the way he has it. Like, we normally used to go for offensive scores, but now it's who can get the most stops, and he's definitely brought an intensity into that.
You talked earlier about leadership. How cool has it been to get to teach and mentor all these talented young guys?
It's been fun. Like, they're really willing to learn, and just to be able to help them and go through my experiences in college and understand that I've been through what they want to go to, which is the Final Four. They ask a lot of questions, and they're really understanding of what we've got to, and they also work really hard. So being able to just push them more and more each and every day has been fun.
Has Medina come up again this year?
Yeah, we talk about it a little bit. We talk about our guy Mo. We call him Mo Dita. He's super happy for everybody. So yeah, that's really a thing. We haven't really brought it up as prevalent as last year, but I think it's still a recurrent thing because, I mean, we always got to be happy for someone's success. We have a super talented team, and if we're just recognizing ourselves, we won't be as successful as we are.
Has Patrick Murphy been around yet?
He came and talked to us earlier in the summer, but not recently.
What about Nick Saban? Has he been around at all?
He came and talked to us earlier this season too, or in the summer, and he really just brought up a Kobe memory. And I mean, like, it's super cool to just hear him talk because he's a legend, and just understanding how to win and what to do to win national championships like he's done. Like, we're all listening, we're all tuned in.
Rat poison at all topic?
No, but we don't look into all the rankings or anything like that. We're just here to get better each and every day, just to basically win our goal and win a national championship. We don't really look into rankings and stuff like that.
When you talk about your coach, he's got a lot of high praise for you and Mark. What does that mean as a player when he says you guys can be potentially really dangerous down the stretch?
Giving us a lot of confidence to go out and do what we do. We put in a lot of work, and he sees that. Like, he tracks our numbers of shots, attempts, and all of that. So just being able to take that from working out into putting that into on court and in the game is really big for us, and understanding that he has a lot of confidence in us. It gives us the freedom to play free and just do what we love to do.
Talk about confidence. How big was that Final Four run going into this year? Do you guys just clean slate, or do you remember those memories going into this year?
We remember it. We just had our ring ceremony, but that was the last time we'll talk about it. We won't talk about it anymore. We've been approached on, how about last year's Final Four? But this is a new year, and we're not really worried about last year's team, because if we were worried about last year, we wouldn't get anywhere this year. So we kind of put that aside last weekend when we got our rings, and now it's just on to a new topic.
You mentioned the defense and some of the stuff that Coach Adams has brought, but we obviously heard that kind of preached over and over again last year. Has Coach Oates' message been a little bit different than just for yourself? What have you kind of worked on individually to improve kind of on that end?
Yeah, it's definitely been different. Like I said, he changed practice around. Like, it used to be a lot of offensive scoring or different situations to benefit the offense, but this year it's flipped a lot. And since he's came in, it's been super intense, and he's even got Coach Oates on it about, like, yeah, we want to be the number one offense in the country, but it's a challenge to be a number one defense in the country too. So that's our goal right now, and we don't like to talk about it, we like to be about it. So we don't like really praising ourselves because we haven't did anything yet.
Who's been kind of the leader early on in maybe those defensive drills you mentioned, keeping track of those points and stuff like that?
So Coach Brian Adams, he's been the real thing, but like us as a whole, like, we weren't good on defense as a whole last year. So us coming together and really bringing it together, because we know as a team, only like 3 people can't be good on defense and then 2 people aren't, because then it won't happen. We just know, like, as a whole, we need to be better.
Latrell, you talked about the minutes that it's going to be tough to distribute for Oates. I mean, what kind of chemistry, or just the locker room, how do you sense that you guys are, I guess, treating each other just because you're going to be fighting for minutes so much?
I mean, I think right now it's just we're happy to play with each other. Like, we've been playing against each other for so much that we're ready to play a different team and stuff like that. But as far as minutes and, like, the situation with that, I don't think anybody's really frustrated. I think everybody's willing to sacrifice something. I mean, we knew coming back we were sacrificing minutes or whatever with guys we were getting. But we all know that it's for a greater purpose. And, I mean, Coach knows what he's doing. We won't question that. We know we'll be in at the time we're in because that's when we're wanted the most. And we're understanding of that, and I think the guys that came in, they know we have a solid core with me, Grant, Mark, Jaron, and Mo. But just them playing off of us and understanding how to play off of us is a real thing that they've learned really quick, and they're really understanding of it. So I don't think the minutes problem will have a problem for our team.
How much has Nate pointed to just, hey, we've had guys go to the NBA who haven't necessarily played like a ton of minutes? Like, how much does he bring that up?
Oh, he brings it up a lot because, like, that's where I brought in the efficiency standpoint at. Like, he's really big on how efficient can you be in the minutes you play. And, like, you play 3 minutes and do nothing in 3 minutes, he won't play you at all. But if you do 3 minutes and get a loose ball or get a loose ball deflection, dive on the floor with our blue-collar system, like, he's really big into that. And if you're helping impact the way we win and the blue-collar points you putting up in a short amount of time, like, your minutes will go up.
Latrell, what do you know about this Alabama team this year?
We know that we're really talented and we have a chip on our shoulder to do something that really hasn't been done before, and just to win a national championship and bring something back to Alabama that hasn't been done before in basketball.
What did you try to do this summer to get better?
Definitely improve my on ball, getting like good players like Mark open, because I know a lot of teams that deny him. So me being able to handle the ball in situations and be a point guard for the team and not just be a really good shooter and expand my game to help out guys like Grant to score, Mark to score more, and just be a better facilitator this year, yeah, because we lost Aaron Estrada, which was a triple-double. So, yeah, just helping replace that role, but keeping what I do best.
Were you finding a chip on your shoulder? You're number 2 in the AP poll. You picked to win the SEC. Where's that chip coming from?
Just a chip because, like, a lot of teams don't say we play defense. We're really a high volume offensive team, and we understand that. We know we have a really good offense, but a lot of guys don't believe our defense is where it should be, and we know our defense isn't where it should be, but that's the chip on our shoulder to prove something that we know we can do, and know that that's a standpoint and a bar we need to set for ourselves for not just this team, but for Alabama teams to come.
What'd you think of the design of the championship ring, the Final Four ring? Have you worn it much since you got it?
Yeah, I mean, I sent it back home to my mom. I don't want to lose it, but it was super dope. Like, that was probably the craziest ring. I can't even wear it; it's too heavy. But I love it a lot. Like, it has the palm trees of LA, the mountains of Spokane, and then it has the arena we played in for the Final Four at the top. So yeah, it was super. And then, like, little do you guys know, like, the seniors last year got to design it. So me, Mark, Nick Pringle helped, Aaron. Yeah, so, like, we all designed that, but it was pretty cool to see it come to life.
Who's the toughest newcomer to guard?
Who's the toughest newcomer to guard? It's a lot of them. I would probably say, like, the guards. I'm more mainly on the guard, so LeBaron and Aiden, like, Aiden shoots it from the half-court line, and you're like, dang. And then LeBaron he's just a dog. Like, we got a term on our team called a shark, and the shark is really aggressive, and we normally attack seals because seals are useless, and it's a thing we have. But yeah, we call each other sharks and stuff like that.
Any seals? Any seals out there?
Yeah, I don't want to put that. We don't got no seals on our team.
Bring that up. All right.
Going off that, who's the toughest guy to play defense on?
Who's the toughest guy to play defense?
Or when they're on defense, my bad.
When they're on defense,
yeah.
To score.
Yeah, to score on. Yeah.
That's hard. I mean, at the rim, obviously Cliff.
Yeah.
But just guard-wise, probably, like I said, LeBaron. He's like a two-way player. He's a really hard player, and he gives a lot of effort in everything he does. And I mean, like, with him, like, you never know, and he has long, lengthy arms, so he's able to pick the ball from you a couple of times and stuff like that. So yeah.
Latrell, Mark said you're the go-to guy on the floor when it comes to key shots. What does it do for your confidence knowing that you have teammates that trust in you that way?
It's huge for them to just trust in me. I mean, I think we see each other putting in a lot of work, and so understanding that they trust the work that I put in and I trust the work that they put in, it's an even dividend for us. And for them, like, trusting me is big because it gives me confidence to make those shots in situations where other people might not be able to make those shots. So being able to have that confidence from the team is also a confidence booster for me, and it gives me a level up in my game.
How do you keep that confidence to play aggressively despite the injuries and last year?
Just first, I pray to God a lot. So I mean, I'm real big into my faith, but also just our training staff and the guys around us that keep us going. Like Clark Holter, he really is on my side. He's always telling me positive affirmations and stuff like that. And so is our assistant coaches. They're like, we need you back. Just get healthy. You're going to do good when you come in. And like those positive affirmations, like those are really big for me. I don't take those lightly. I take those really heavily. And I mean, for me, if I get those positive things, it always makes me more positive. And I feel like I have like something to prove or just something to do out on the court to give them something that they need so we can all win.
Joel, which of your teammates do you feel like is not getting enough preseason hype that might open some eyes this season?
Probably, Jaren Stevenson. It's not hard. Yeah, he's 6'10", NBA player, if you ask me, like first round pick. But yeah, I don't think he's getting enough hype because, like I said, he's 6'10", he dribbles like a guard like me and Mark, can shoot the ball like us, and then he's lengthy and can guard positions 1 through 5. And like when we have guys that are injured, like he takes the role to guard a 5, and if somebody's injured like me and Mark for the day, he'll guard the 1. So like his versatility to do everything, and then on the offensive end is crazy. And he's really a freshman this year. He transferred up last year as a high school senior, and he just turned 19 today, so happy birthday, Jaren. But yeah, like I think he's the most slept on kid on our team right now.
You even talked about it when you said Aiden can shoot half court. He's taking shots there. No, the coaches called this maybe the best shooting backcourt. It could be the best shooting backcourt. How much fun is it playing with these guys and all of you? How dangerous can this backcourt be?
Oh, it's definitely dangerous and fun. You see a lot of threes in our practice, and I mean, I think our practice got on the YouTube or whatever like that, and there was probably around like 10 threes made just in that segment of practice, and that was probably 25 minutes of a practice. So you could just imagine how many threes are going up and how many threes are made. And not like we have a shooting chart that we show every day for practice of our shooting percentages, and I think we have at least 5 guys at 40%. And the crazy thing is Mark is the lowest at the 40%, which is not typical because he's one of the best shooters in the country. So that can just goes to show that we have a lot of good shooters, and I mean, it shows that we preach a lot of shooting, and we work out a lot on our threes. So I mean, that goes to show that we're a really good shooting team.
If you were, sorry, all right.
You good.
If you were available for the 3-point contest and the banner ceremony, you think you would have won it?
Yeah, I think I would have won it. It would have been close. It would have been me and Mario. I mean, he got like, what did he get, 22 or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah,
23,
whatever.
I think.
Yeah, it would have been like 24, 23, something like that, yeah.
Sorry if you've already been asked this, but what held you out of the scrimmage and everything on Friday, and how have you also kind of approached staying healthy as far as your head goes?
Yeah, I had like a little knee contusion or whatever, and I'll be back soon. But as far as my head, like I've been like training my neck or whatever, like to just do different exercises, and I've been I really took this off season, like for a whole time I didn't practice from May to the end of July because it was a precautionary reason, and just understanding that, like, it's been a real focus for me to just stay healthy from head injuries. So I don't do a lot of drills in practice that may cause me to get hit in the head, because most of my injuries were from practice, my concussion. So, that means we go hard, but yeah, like just staying healthy and not getting into drills to put me in a way to get hurt. Yeah, we've been really doing that.
You might have already answered this question as well, but Latrell, what's your guys' expectations? How already ranked in the top 25 SEC. A lot of hype for you guys this season. What's your guys' expectations for this season?
Our expectations, we're trying to win four championships. The Players Era, SEC regular season, SEC tournament, national championship. Those are the expectations. And, I mean, we don't really look at the numbers. We stay with our heads down. We don't really try to get big into that, and mainly just winning each game every day, like win the day. Like, we're not really worried about next week, we're worried about tomorrow and the day after that. So yeah, no problem.